Hey ye coin collectors, Dan the Collecting Man here. Today we've got the 2025 release of the Kangaroo Series from the Royal Australia Mint. This is the Bush Capital version, and I thought it was a pretty good design from that aspect, so I thought I might get it. It's not something that I'd get that much of, but this one looked really cool. So as you can see here, you can almost hear in the birds in the background as well. This is the Bush Kangaroo 1 ounce proof silver coin. From a design of the box point of view, that comes up really nice actually. I really don't mind this one. You can see it's got a very low mintage of just 5,000. It's a proof finish. Only 3/9 fine silver. Not that that matters that much, but still, you know, a lot of the other mints do 4/9 fine now. But I really like the artistry on the actual front, but it's very different to the actual design of the coin itself. So let's have a look at it and see what you think from a coin point of view, and then I'll compare it to some others and what I think the value and where it's going to be long term as well. So I always like to try and open these boxes up without trying to get my fingers in there. Alright, so unfortunately we've still got this terrible packaging, so I don't know how many years we're going to keep saying this for, but this outer packaging that is absolutely useless and holds no value with this little card, because you're never ever going to sell this packaging at all. So it looks like, keep knocking the lights around, looks like we've got a very high number when it comes to the actual numbers as well. So I've got 4,197. So that's almost at the top, because obviously it's 5,000 is the max mintage. So these cards have become quite standard when you get these kind of ones. So it's nice to have them all individually numbered, which is pretty cool. So let's have a look at the coin itself and go through a little bit of detail in the actual design itself, because there's some really cool features when it comes to Canberra. And one of the reasons why I think they've done it this year specifically with a Canberra theme is it's the 60th anniversary of the Royal Australia Mint this year. So obviously we've had the release of the special 60th anniversary coin. This is the silver $1 coin that came out this year. And they've done a few other similar designs to that, to the 60th anniversary, where they did obviously the Royal Australia Mint there with all the different details in there. And I like they've got a tie in there with the actual Royal Australia Mint. So that's one thing why I think they've done it this year, specifically around Canberra itself. Obviously in the background there we've got Parliament House. We've got the balloons, which are quite famous around Canberra. So if you ever go to Canberra and look in the morning, there's always lots of hot air balloons around there. And then we've got Telstra Tower, so the tower that's on the top of the hill. It's very iconic when you go to Canberra. Unfortunately now it's kind of shut down, it's being decommissioned, so it's kind of a little bit of a wreckage now. It doesn't look as nice as it used to, and you can't actually go inside it anymore. But there's some of the key features that you have, and obviously you do see kangaroos, and there's a lot of bushland around Canberra itself. So from that point of view, I do like it how you've encapsulated some of the key features within Canberra, and obviously having the Royal Australia Mint building within that. I think that's a really nice kind of tie-in and little touch for the 60th anniversary. From a quality point of view, to me it looks absolutely spot on from this point of view. Obviously there's a couple of marks on the actual capsule, but from a coin point of view that looks really cool. And I do like the feature. It's busy but not too busy, if you know what I mean. You can see all the key different details within it. The only thing I'll probably say from this aspect is you got part of the trees, but the tops of the trees are kind of chopped off. You see a little bit over there, but that's probably the only thing there. I don't know if that's meant to be Lake Belly-Griffin in there. I do like the way they've got the iconic $1, a little bit like the Mob of Roos that's within there, and it's very similar to this one here from a kangaroo design point of view. So obviously this one, you can see they're very similar from the design, if not almost the same from that point of view. So this was the Mob of 30. So this is the 30th anniversary of this series that came out a few years ago. So as you can see here in 2023. So I was looking at this one online. This obviously still had Queen Elizabeth on the obverse instead of King Charles. And now this one's going for a retail of $100. So they've obviously dropped in value, where this one brand new cost me $150. So direct from the Royal Australian Mint. So it'll be interesting to see over time what the kind of value and return is going to be. Obviously this one now is graded at a 70, so I'm not sure what kind of return that gives me right now. There's not that many sales to look at and compare it to. But like I said, this has a mintage of only $5,150, which is pretty high for a proof coin at the moment, but silver is around $60 an ounce. So we've got $60 of silver in here, and then we've got $90 to have a proof finish in the box. So that is a pretty high number. And then we've also got the uncirculated frosted edition. That was minted to 10,000, so a lot high mintage. But again, another high price of $100 for that one. So it's just a uncirculated condition, very much the same that you get out of the Perth Mint, and you'd only pay $60 for it. So much like this one here, this is your standard Kangaroo that you get out of the Perth Mint. As you can see, this one's got Queen Elizabeth, but I've also got King Charles one. They make one every year. This is just your standard uncirculated condition one, and you pay just a little bit of premium, probably maximum $10 over the value of silver for this coin. And this is sold worldwide. Obviously, it's a lot higher mintage from that aspect, and doesn't come in that nice little almost PCGS style case. But nevertheless, if you're going to buy some silver, this is a lot cheaper way of getting some silver with a Kangaroo on it. Where I think a proof one is just that little bit different. As you can see, the detail on this one, it just looks and stands out a lot nicer for me. The frosted one does have some nice details in it, but I think this one for me is really, really cool. Like I said, it's not a series I normally collect. This is only the first one I ever had, but I thought having this one, having all the Canberra features with the Royal Australian Mint, being the 60th year anniversary, would be really cool. So as you can see, this one's got a C mint on it, and I'm not seeing a C mint on that one, which is a bit of a shame, because it would have been cool if it actually had a C mint on this one on top of it as well, to add a little bit of coolness to it. But overall, I will be sending this one off to PCGS for grading, just to marry it up and have these kind of 1 ounce proof silver coins. Got a little bit of collection going of 1 ounce silver proof coins going, so I think there'll be a nice little collection. Hopefully I get another 70. Unfortunately, I sent this one off to be graded. This is the $1 one for the 60th anniversary, and I only got 69. So I've got another one, so I might send that off and see if I can get a 70. But these ones are still only selling for around $100 on the secondary market, so they haven't really gone up much in value. And again, only a mintage of 5,000. And given the significance is the Royal Australian Mint 60th anniversary proof with such a low mintage, I would have thought they'd go up a lot more. So obviously, I'm not reading the market like I thought I would, given the design. Maybe people just don't buy into the design. Well, there's just a lot less people really enjoying coin collecting right now, so they're definitely seeing a little bit of decline in that, where I'm seeing the Perth Mint products selling out a lot quicker and going up and holding their value a lot more. So I'm not sure if there's more people into the actual Perth Mint products themselves, or if it's just that people aren't as excited with these designs. I'd love to know in the comments below what you think is your opinion to why these coins aren't selling out as quick as some of the other ones. So as I mentioned, this one you can still buy it online on a lot of the websites, so it's still available even though the low mintage of it. So hopefully you found this informative. Hopefully you enjoyed this coin just as much as I did. Like I did personally like this one. Make sure you do subscribe to Dan the Collecting Man. We've got a really cool list of cool coins coming up. It's a really exciting time, and we soon have the release of the mintages figures from the Royal Australian Mint, so I'll be doing a whole video on that as well. And as always, thanks so much for watching and joining the coin collecting community. I'll catch you in my next video. Dan.